podcast or on the water that are on fire, which, I guess that could happen with winds and fire, but it is odd, right? But this is the part that I think stands out the most. Stephen Kerchak just commented about this. And, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just the perfect circle of fire.
Yes,
right,
which is coming up right here, which is, that, this is what I point out with anything. Like, nature does not work in perfect lines or perfect circles, or it's not perfect circle, but it is very strange. So this is literally around Lahaina, so I understand it, correct?
Yes, correct.
It's pretty hard to explain. So, in general, I think that's pretty interesting. Now, I'm always going to be the one that will put out, anything is possible. Who knows what might have caused it or what could have been there? There's maybe an explanation, but that, which is also a hypothetical, right? So it's just as hypothetical and conspiracy as saying maybe it could have been something deliberate. Both are completely actually, before we get into this, I thought it was hilarious. One of these guys' videos that went pretty viral recently, kind of just giving like a very balanced breakdown. He makes this great point where they're coming out going, we don't know, right? We don't know what started this. We don't know yet. We don't have all the facts. But then somebody comes up and goes, it was a direct energy weapon. And they go, fact check. No, it wasn't. And it's like,
yeah,
wait a minute. You just told us you don't know and you don't have the facts, but you're willing to say it's not something. It just shows narrative control like COVID-19. I think that's a great point.
Right. And, when I look at this picture of the fire, so at the bottom, I do understand the bottom ring, because that's just where it hits the water line.
Right.
But the one that's the perfect encapsulating C circle, it's just not normal.
Mm-hmm.
And, as far as the boats catching fire on the water, what I'm hearing, I do maybe consider that I could see how this is possible with the ash was actually so heavy that it created a layer on top of the water. And then it was burning on top of the water because it was sitting on ash.
Or it could have just fallen on top of the boats. That would make sense
or
too.
Falling on the boats. Yeah. People said it was like about briquettes. If you could imagine charcoal being thrown at you, that's what because it was 80-mile-an-hour winds throwing the embers like briquettes. So I do see how the boats burned. And then especially if one burned with the gasoline, they're all going.
Mm-hmm.
So
go ahead.
Oh, just the picture is just very indicative.